get it off the page, and that's the real challenge for the actor, to get it from the, I've often said, get it from the page to the stage. And purely understanding what the scene is about, purely understanding what these characters are about, doesn't necessarily able an actor to actually do it. Because understanding is of the brain, the mind, and you need to, as an actor, get to know in your gut, in your belly, what this is. And somehow, we have to get it from our brain to our stomach, so to speak. And so when you watch these two very visceral kind of physical performances, you just get totally carried away. You don't even see a scene. You just get so involved that, often I forget I'm watching a movie. So it's to do with qualities of spontaneity, acting between the lines, listening. A lot of acting happens when you cut to, a lot of directors, good directors, often will cut to the actor listening, and then if the actor's good, as these guys are, you watch the way they listen, and they say so much in their behaviour. Often they say much more in terms of what's going on in their behaviour, more than even when they're speaking. And so this clip is a wonderful example of great writing, acting, of course, directing. There's so many facets go into filmmaking, and a lot of times the acting gets overlooked because, as I said earlier, the best actors, you just don't see it happening, and it's so hard. Even Marlon Brando, many years ago, he said that the hardest thing to do as an actor on film is to be truthful and simple. We all go for the big emotions, right? But to be truthful and simple is the hardest thing, because we all want to emote and feel. But all the emotion, which I'm Italian, I love emotion, but all that emotion is always built on the simplicity of totally being present and connected to your fellow actor. And so when you see these two guys, Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper, there's this real connectedness that they have, and you don't see the acting, and it's one of my favourite clips. Yeah. So,
okay.
To me, that's what good films are about. It's about seeing somehow a slice of life up there on the screen, and being able to somehow maybe see yourself in that character. And it's always about capturing the humanity of the prostitute, the humanity of the judge, the humanity, and the way you do that, because it's not on the page, the way you do that, Peter, is by allowing the character to penetrate you, meaning that it's through your humanity, the actor's sensibilities, the actor's ability to empathize. And actors have a high degree of sensibility and sensitivity, and therefore through revealing and taking their social masks off, we are able to see the actor's humanity. And it's by revealing the actor's humanity that we're able to discover and feel the character's humanity. You can't leave yourself out of that process.
Yep. All great, all well explained. So, Peter, great talking to you, and I'll just finish off by asking you, recently, any films or television shows you've seen where the acting has been exemplary?
First thing that comes to mind, there you go, is Breaking Bad.
Ah.
I just love everything about that.
Yep.
The writing is, it's incredible, and it makes it so much easier for actors when they're writing, when it's on the page, because a lot of times it's not on the page, and actors have to somehow work really hard. But Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston, some of those characters, not just Bryan Cranston, I'm amazed at all the supporting actors, how good they are. So to me, that's one of my favourites. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a great recommendation. We've been talking to Peter Sardi and talking all about acting and the qualities of being a good actor. Peter, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
And thank you for having me, Peter.
My pleasure.
Okay,
Peter Sardi,
bye-bye.
thank you. Bye-bye.